readers, welcome back to our channel Unboxing Perspectives. So I am Kanika and I am here again with this last video of the year, and today I want to discuss something which we have not yet discussed during the year. So usually it's the thing that I give the recommendations to you, that the books that I have read and how I view those stories, whether they are to be read or not, and what are the things that we are discovering. But in this video today, I am going to ask you for the recommendations. So here I am to talk something about my new year, that is 2022, that is coming up tomorrow. So in this 2022 जो हमारा नया साल शुरू होने वाला है, हम सभी जानते हैं हमारे पास में बहुत सारे रेजोल्यूशंस होंगे, बहुत सारी नई शुरुआत होगी, या हम ऐसा कुछ देखना चाह रहे हैं कि हम अब इस अगले साल में क्या करें। हमने हमारे पीछे किए हुए सारे रेजोल्यूशंस को कोशिश की हम पूरा करें, या हमने बहुत लोगों ने अचीव भी किया। शेयरिंग माइन, आई हैव ऑलरेडी अचीव्ड माय टारगेट फॉर रीडिंग इन 2021 and I am really very happy about it, because that was a big achievement for me, right? So that was my 2021 in books, and I have already shared few of the details regarding it on my Instagram account. But if you are interested, it is available on Goodreads, and I will see you in the comment section whether you want more updates about those things or not. So I have completed my reading target and I'm all set to set up another reading target in 2022. So yeah, we have some books in our TBR always. So the books that I want to read in 2022 include a mix of all type of genres. Like I have selected few books from Indian authors. I have selected few books from the authors which I have already read and I love them so much that I want to read all the other books by them. And also I have selected some from different genres which I have not yet tried. So I'm really excited to share the list with you, and I hope that you give your recommendations, whether you like them or not, whether you have read them or not, or what do you think, whether I should read them or not. And also I would like to share these books with you. These are the entirely new books for me. I have not yet read them, but yes, I will surely pick them up in 2022 as and when I lay my hands on it. And I would also like to recommend you these books because I have picked them from different other recommendations. So let's begin with the video. So the first two books that I am picking up for my read would be from comic sector. The first one is Ants Aren't Gentlemen by P.G. Wodehouse. And why did I pick up this book? This book was recommended by me by a friend, and the writing style, when I searched up for him, the writing style is really wonderful. The comic timings and the fun genre is something that is I am attracted to. And so here is a story that a person's aunt tries to kidnap a cat for her own motives, so as she can achieve her own motives, and that is a concept, that is kidnapping of a cat, is something that attracted me a lot, and I think that there would be many fun elements. Secondly, P.G. Wodehouse is someone who is not a new name and is very well known for the comic timings and the comic writings. So I think this would be my first read. I want to start it on a fun note, of course. So that would be my first read in 2022, and I hope I lay my hands on this book very soon, because I have not yet bought that book. So I am looking forward to buy that book very soon. Okay, so the next book that I will pick up is again a comic book, that is writings by Fredrik Backman. So the next two books will be My Grandma Says That She's Sorry and Bear Town. So these two books are written by Fredrik Backman. I have already read his first debut novel, that is The Man Called Ove, and I have reviewed it a lot many times on this channel. So I am quite impressed by the way he presented the fact, he presented the story, and the way he made the events turn so smoothly. It was such a heartwarming book that it was really close to my heart. So I would like to explore more of his works, and I would like to read these two books. The story seems quite interesting, and therefore I checked out the reviews on the Goodreads, and they were amazing as well. People generally recommended that the Fredrik Backman's book is The Bear Town is a book which is much better than A Man Called Ove. So when I loved Man Called Ove, I think I would surely love Bear Town. So these are the next two books that I will surely keep in my TBR for 2022, that I would like to grab these two books and I would like to enjoy the writings. So these were the books by Fredrik Backman. Then moving on to some Indian writers, the next book that I would like to take up is Asura by Anandan Neelkant. So I have an interest in Indian mythology, and when I talk about Indian mythology, Asura is a book which is written from perspective of Ravana. Now we have a lot many versions of our mythology. We have entire Mahabharata written from Draupadi's point of view. We have an entire Mahabharata or Ramayana written from Sita's point of view, Ravan's point of view, Ram's point of view, and from the viewer's point of view. But this is a thing that is from Ravan's point of view, and that too with a basic concept that why Ravana is worshipped in Sri Lanka. So ये जो book है आपकी असुरा, उसमें हमने ये बहुत ही अलग तरीके से देखा है, और हमने रावण को as a foe यानी as an enemy नहीं देख के हमने उसे देखा है एक इंडिविजुअल की तरह जो अपने स्ट्रैटेजीज बनाता है, जो अपने वॉर्स में लड़ाई कर रहा है और इस तरीके से वो काम कर रहा है. So whatever the case there is, I would really love to read this book, and I have heard कि इसमें बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से दिखाया गया है कि रावण किस तरीके से अपनी आर्मी को लीड कर रहा है. हम उसे भले ही एक रॉन्ग पर्सपेक्टिव से देख रहे हैं, बट अगर हम ओरिजिनल रामायण को भी रेफर करते हैं तो उसमें बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से बताया गया है कि द सिटी ऑफ लंका वॉज रियली प्रॉस्परस. वो बहुत ही अच्छी, बहुत ही बढ़िया तरीके से मैनेज करी गई सिटी थी, जिसके कारण वहां पे बहुत वेल्थ और प्रॉस्पेरिटी थी. सो दैट इज द कंसेप्ट विच इज अंडरलाइन इन दिस बुक, और मुझे लगता है कि मैं इस बुक को जरूर पढ़ना चाहूंगी, बिकॉज इंडियन माइथोलॉजी इज समथिंग दैट रियली अट्रैक्ट्स मी, एंड आई वांट टू लुक एट डिफरेंट व्यू पॉइंट्स दैट आर देयर, राइट. So that would be my next book to be read in 2022, that is Asura by Anandan Neelkant. Then moving on to the next, I have another book by Indian writer, that is Red Earth and Pouring Rain by Vikram Chandra. What is the concept of this story? Actually, I got this recommendation from Goodreads. A person who is in my friend list was reading this book, and therefore I got an idea, but the story that I read was so appealing that I thought I should surely go for it. So this is a book in English, but the story revolves around a monkey. So a monkey is having a boon of starting to talk in our language. वो जो बंदर है उसके पास में at the time of deathbed जब वो एक वरदान मांगता है तो उन्हें वरदान दिया जाता है कि वो हमारी भाषा में बात कर सकता है, और फिर वो अपने ओनर से, अपने दोस्त से अब बात कर रहा है, वो स्टोरी सुना रहा है, बहुत तरह की स्टोरी सुना रहा है, और उन सभी स्टोरीज को कंपाइल करके वहां बताया गया है. उन स्टोरीज में कुछ ऐसी हैं जो प्री इंडिपेंडेंस स्टोरी है, कुछ स्टोरीज ऐसी हैं जो किसी के स्ट्रगल को दिखा रही हैं, कुछ स्टोरी ऐसी हैं जो उनके फैमिली सीक्रेट्स को रिवील कर रही हैं, और वहां जाके आपके पास में बहुत सारी अलग तरह की कहानियां वहां पे बन के आती हैं. सो दिस वाज क्वाइट अ फैसिनेटिंग सब्जेक्ट फॉर मी, और मुझे लगता है कि ये चीज को मैं स्पेसिफिकली बहुत पसंद कर रही हूँ. सो द स्टोरी वाज सो फैसिनेटिंग दैट आई थॉट आई शुड श्योरली गिव इट अ ट्राई, एंड एज वेल एज द रिव्यूज वर सो वंडरफुल फॉर दिस बुक दैट आई kept it in my TBR for 2022. So if you think, if you have read this book, and if you think that this is really a worth read, then please do mention in the comment section, and I will surely pick it up before any other book. Other two books are also based upon Indian writings. One book that I kept in my TBR is Notes of a Dream. This is an autobiography of A.R. Rahman, and now based upon my videos and my reviews about movies and the music, I guess you all know that I am a die-hard fan of A.R. Rahman music, and that is the music that attracts me a lot, and I really love listening to him. In fact, if we have a choice of many musicians and the songs even in our different type of song apps, there also I would go and pick up A.R. Rahman, because that music is so soothing and so pleasing to the ears that I can never reject an A.R. Rahman song. So that is why I was attracted to this book, and as it is a biography of A.R. Rahman, I really love the way he converted in his religion, and he is so true to himself, he is so true to his religion, he is so true to his beliefs, and he is never in a controversy. So that are the few facts that I would love to see from his own perspective, and that's why I put this book in my TBR, that is an autobiography of A.R. Rahman. Notes of the Dream. Then moving on to the next book, it is quite an intense book, that is The Namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri. So Jhumpa Lahiri is again a person who is an Indian writer और वो बहुत ही बढ़िया लिखती हैं. This is quite a different book. So this book is based on a story of struggles of individuals who are far from their home and who are there to raise their kid. So there is a small kid who is fighting his own battle. So this is the story of a couple who is living in Kolkata and who is away from their basic home, from their birth town, and then their kid is named after a Russian author. And then when the kid grows up and have a fight with his own name, he doesn't like the name at all, people don't like his name at all. So there are several struggles from based upon the parents, a life based upon the kids life and different other aspects. So ये एक ऐसी बुक है जो आप रिलेट कर पाए और जो हमारे सराउंडिंग से मिलती है, हमारी जगह से मिलती है, हमारे को नाम बहुत फेमिलियर लगते हैं. तो इसलिए मैंने सोचा कि चलिए इसको भी ट्राई देते हैं. लेट्स सी व्हाट द नेमसेक टर्न्स आउट टू बी. ये बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग तरीके से लिखी गई है. इसी बुक पे बेस्ड कुछ मूवीज और ट्रांसलेशंस भी मैंने देखे जो मुझे बहुत ही पसंद आए. सो आई वुड रियली लाइक टू गिव इट अ ट्राई. सो द नेक्स्ट बुक वुड बी द नेमसेक बाय झुम्पा लहरी. Then moving on to some more intense book when we are talking about, I would also like to pick up a book by a Sadhguru. So the book that I would like to pick up in 2022 would be Death and Inside Story by Sadhguru. So this was again I saw as a recommendation. So I was looking for some books that might be based upon something that is more intense. It will help me to understand things better. So this was the book that I came across through many recommendations. So I do not know much about this book, but yeah, so this book certainly throws light on various aspects of life, and I think that would be quite an interesting thing to read on. So yeah, so I kept it in my TBR for 2022. So what are your views? Do you think that this should be in my TBR in 2022, and should I pick up early or should I go with a few different books and then I will go to it? So that is what I'm thinking about it right now. But yeah, I have kept it in my TBR and I hope that I complete this book in 2022 itself. Then moving on to the next book for the same genre, that is depending upon the life, death, questions and all that, I have picked up is The Immortalist. So The Immortalist is a book which is not an Indian writer, of course, but yeah, it is a book based upon a fact that what if you know what is the exact timing of your death, and will you live your life differently or will you do things differently? So that was the basic line that attracted me to this book. And then there was a review on Goodreads that a person who read it wrote that I regret every minute that I spent away before reading this book. So that was quite an intense comment, of course. That was quite an intense review, and yeah, this is a wonderful read as I can guess from the reviews there. But yeah, I found the concept interesting and I thought that I will keep it in my 2022 reads. So that would be my next book, The Immortalist by Col Benjamin. So here was my reads. So when we're talking about intense book, the next one I kept on the thing was Animal Farm by George Orwell. So George Orwell is a writer which I experienced in 2021, and I am really glad that I could read him. His writing style is so wonderful that it will capture your interest, it will capture your thoughts, it will make you think, and the sarcasm and sarcastic things are so wonderfully mentioned, so wonderfully placed that yeah, you will not be able to put it down. So what I read was 1984, a dystopian novel, and that was quite an intense book. It took me time to digest it, it took me time to complete it, but yeah, I left it as a fan. So that's why I thought George Orwell would be a good pick, and Animal Farm has such a wonderful reviews. What I read about it was that there is a story through animals, but this story relates and to our political situations, and it is a political satire. So I think that is some genre that I would like to explore. So ये जो book है उसके बारे में मैंने इतना अच्छा positive review सुना हुआ है, तो मैंने सोचा क्यों नहीं एक बार इसको try किया जाए, और इसीलिए I thought that I will keep that in my TBR this time. So ये हमारे लिए एक नई किताब रहेगी, और I think मुझे जॉर्ज ऑरवेल की कहानी लिखने का तरीका और जो सटायर वो ऑलरेडी 1984 में बता चुके हैं, जो मैंने वहां पे पढ़ा, तो मुझे लगता है आई विल श्योरली एंजॉय दिस बुक एंड आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू पुट दैट बुक इन माई रैक एज वेल. सो आई विल try to get my hands on it and I see how it turns out. Talking about more intense books, next is Haruki Murakami. So Haruki Murakami is an author which I have not yet read and I am keeping that in my TBR. I have those books, I have got my hands on it, but I have not yet started. I don't know why it is delaying and why I am not able to pick that up, but yeah, that is the author that I would love to read in 2022. So I have a book as Kafka on the Shore. This is very popular among everyone, and 1284 is another book that I would like to read from him. So Haruki Murakami is the next author that I would keep it when we are talking about intense books and the books with some message, book with something to read about, to learn about and have a different perspective about. So that is what I would be going for Haruki Murakami. So the next book that I would like to include in my TBR is something that I am not very sure of and I would just like to try that genre because I have not yet tried it. The Unhoneymooners by Christine Lauren. And when we are talking about this particular genre, it is quite different for me because it is based upon some young adult romantic section, which is not my genre and I have not yet tried these kind of books. But yeah, this is quite a fun story that I thought about. Like there is a girl who wins various things from her for her wedding, like her dinner is free, her wedding gown was free, her honeymoon tickets were free because of the various contests that she participates in, and now she do not want to give it up, but because of some incident the bride and the groom are both ill and they're not able to go for their trip, so they send their siblings and their friends for that trip so that the trip is not wasted. So that was the basic idea, basic concept, and what unfolds during the trip, what are the adventures that they are going through, is something the book is based upon. So that is a genre which I am not into, but I would like to explore and I would like to challenge myself in reading these things. So I have picked various different genres which I have not yet picked up and I have not yet read. So that would be a sort of actual reading challenge for me to read these books and to understand whether I am able to go for these or not. So I would like to explore the different concepts and different stories available out there. I hope you have read some of these books and you will advise me whether I would go for it or not, I should try them or not. And if you have not yet read, do read these books and let me know what you think about it. So I will see you in the next video, but this is the starting of 2022 and I wish you a very happy new year. I hope that we have a successful year and we overcome from the pandemic that we are all going through. I wish you all a very happy and prosperous new year. I hope to see you in the next year with a new video, with a new concept, with lots of new art forms. And in case you have specific recommendations or you have any specific comments, I would love to talk to you. Please do mention them in the comment section. You can join our Telegram channel where we can interact and where we can have conversations. And in case you want to have any specific books, movies, Netflix series or anything like that, do mention in the comment section below. We will try to review them, get to our hands and read them and give you an interview. So I will see you in the next video. Till then, happy holidays and a very happy new year. Thank you.